I've heard the term, but
Typical
You should
English
give us a
major.
recap, lawyer man.
I could, but that's your job.
I wish if Caleb would send me the fucking thing. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be reporting on. Because I
I'll
haven't
send
been
it to
sent
you
it.
tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Like I said, not my job. Not my job. I do all the other cases. I do whale law. I'm so good at whale law. You don't even understand.
Fortunately, whale law is not useful anymore.
It is. It is useful.
Is it? I thought you were complaining yesterday that it isn't.
I mean, you can only use it for, like Japanese whaling and sometimes Norwegian whaling. I can protect the whales, but I have to like cover other types of animals. And
Fair enough.
like I could do manatees. They're close enough, but they're not whales. And like ships aren't even close to whales. I don't want to do ship law. Maritime
No,
law?
no one wants to do ship law.
Well, you make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, but you sell your soul
I mean, not
to the
really.
ship lords.
To Davy Jones' locker?
You're like, hey, my boat sank. And the court goes, okay. It's like, I don't have to pay money. And they go, okay. And then your company goes, did you do it? And you say, uh-huh. They say, here, have $5 million a year. And you go, yippee! And that's maritime lawyers.
From my understanding, all maritime lawyers have to sell their soul to the Lloyd's of London Insurance Company.
That is true.
That's where they go.
Mm-hmm.
No, Davy Jones doesn't get those anymore. It's Lloyd's.
It is fucking Lloyd's.
Lloyd is just his bitch ass nephew. Didn't you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Fucking Lloyd's. See, this is why I can only represent whales. They understand me, Dalton. On like a deep level. And it's so cool.
Oh my god, the new season poster!
Yeah, wasn't it here last week?
It was
Not
possible.
at
No,
the
I think
jump.
you only showed it to me last week.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, it was like the background image of like the join loading screen,
Mhm.
but not the actual image.
Not the actual image. Gotcha. But yeah, full season poster.
Very cool.
Yeah, I said already, but I do really like it.
Is that the dimensional lance up there in the upper left?
No.
What is that? No? Okay. Well, it's still cool.
Up in the... I mean, technically that's the laboratory, or are you talking about Vitya's face?
I wasn't talking about Vitya's face, but I see it now.
Or are you talking about the not symbol?
I think I was just talking about the laboratory as a whole, and I didn't see how it connected. I see it now.
I see. That's just the way it goes. Oh boy. Yeah, I was looking and we probably don't have that many more season posters ahead. If I had to guess. At the rate that you're going on.
Well, who knows? First we have to kill Caleb.
First we have to kill Caleb. Just as the government wanted us to do.
Again?
Have fun trying.
Sorry, Caleb.
Look.
Yeah, but we get to do it on purpose this time.
Mm-hmm. Killing Caleb on purpose is awesome. My favorite activity.
Are we then gonna go, like... Are we gonna rescue normal Vitya?
I mean, that's up to you guys. Do you
I have
want?
an idea on how to do it, and I would like to.
Do you want to kill another one of Caleb's characters?
No.
Well, it's in your hands. It's in your hands. I don't mean Caleb's hands. Isn't that great?
I mean, Vitya did it once. He can do it again.
It's out of Vitya's holes, man.
Out of his holes. But a new season to get to. Season 8. Doesn't feel good, guys.
It does. This is great.
Very nice. Then,
Can't wait for season 16.
No!
Uh,
No, we're not going there.
yeah, no.
If we go to 16, there's been a terrible problem. It just be like that, though.
Season 16, Episode 1, Find Drinkable Water.
I
Season
laughed, but
16,
yeah.
episode 2. Continue the search.
Goodness. Season 16.
Season 16, Episode 3, The Ethics of Cannibalism.
Season 16, Episode 4. Hey, we finally went through the Gray Gate!
Yay!
Season 16, episode 5. Why is there a Walmart parking lot here?
But, Caleb, can you give the recap of last session?
Absolutely. Let's see. We started off hanging out outside Carth and Gore's, watching Diana go in. Alon was kind of working up his courage to go talk to her. He went up and just like cleared his throat to get his attention, and then she immediately was like, "Great, can you perform surgery right now, actually?" And he said yes, and she started pulling him inside. And she told everyone but him and Kayleigh to stay back, basically. And she said it was Randall. He'd been attacked by Agnes. Hello, Simon. And he was in very, very, very poor condition. Um, so they went to go see him. Elon started working on him. Elon sent some of us to start fetching water for him, which everyone did. Uh, Elon worked on him and did it through trivia, which he absolutely crushed. I don't think he missed any points, although one was like a half point, but he did really, really well on it. And by the end of all that, there was a 99% chance Randall would live. After that, things finally slowed down and Alon got to talk to Diana. She hugged him. Let's see, and she ended up asking if we were staying here, and he told her that we think we have a way to actually fix the virus if we go to Glane, and she said that Van Rome and the Sentinel had actually gone up there a few years ago now. They didn't have enough breathing apparatuses for Diana to come with, so she stayed behind with Randall. Yeah, they had that talk, and Elon told Diana she could go with us. And then they talked a little bit about Neza. Diana was not happy about Neza being there, and Elon sympathized. Let's see, they did get to talk some more, and then Elon ended up coming back to us to invite us in after Diana agreed to it. We had a little bit of talking, some more Neza spoke to Kaylee, kind of talked a little bit about how it felt to be here. Um, let's see. Oh, Kaylee asked Neza if she trusted him, which was not a red flag at all.
Not even a
And
little
then
bit,
kind
because I do trust him.
yep. And then the next morning, Ilan got to see Randall. Checked in on him. He was doing well. He gave Ilan the key to his dresser, where Ilan could get like a notebook of uh Randall had basically kept like a journal on like everything Diana had done, so that Ilan would feel as though he never missed a day with her. Um, and Ilan agreed uh, to write some or to copy down his notes from when we had interacted with Agnes, which he later did get to Randall. Um, we did have some kind of more downtime where we all spoke to each other, some bonding, and then let's see. I think after that we pretty much got ready to set out. Uh, and so in the morning, everyone tried to set out, but as they tried to leave, there was no exit. They turned um, to Vitya, who was revealed to be not quite Vitya. Um, and he essentially told them all that they had failed, but that they would still serve his purpose in creating a new dimension for Kainos Gang. Um, oh, let's see. Kaylee had poisoned him, which he revealed at the last minute, which did buy the party a little bit of time to start running. But not Vicha recovered pretty quickly and went after them as they went further into the fortress.
Correct. So, where we begin, all of you are now dashing through a darkening fortress of Cartham Gores. Neza, you can see that the torches that light the interior are seemingly darker around the light. It is like the walls are closing in on you. As you run along, Diana pulls up next to you. Dad, what do we do? How do we beat this guy?
Current plan A is run.
And after that?
See if we can get a good shot.
And you can see Diana will just give a nod as, Boudica, what are you doing in this situation?
Oh, I'm helping to book it. I'm also flying, but I think she's flying kind of at the back of the group so that she can be a little bit more of a protection
Gotcha. Then,
in this
as you're
situation.
flying at the back of the group, you would see kind of behind the hallway that all of your friends are running on is beginning to sprout teeth. And it's beginning to become jaws, Boudica, attempting to eat you. As you watch teeth begin to slam down from the ceiling and floor, what are you doing?
She's gonna try and push everyone out.
Push everyone else
Does
out
this?
and you stay in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then
Ideally, she's trying to get out too, but she's mainly focused on getting everyone else out.
Can Nathan use the wizard's spellbook or something to pull her back as she's pushing everyone else out as well, so that we all escape?
both of you can make. Well, Boudica would make a physical check. Neza would probably go ahead and make a mental check, but power capped.
Understood. I do need to double check to make sure that my power score is
Sorry?
still 4.
There we go.
I think if you're over 20, it should be 5 now.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me roll one more. Okay, 3 successes for Neza.
3 successes for Neza. Okay. Then, any hero points wanting to be spent?
That's terrifying. Sure, I'll spend 1. No. So 3 successes total.
Gotcha. Then, as the teeth are slamming down, Neza, you are trying to halt for like just a moment to send enough magic to try and pull Boudica forward. But in that moment, the shadows begin to reach out, clawing at you. You send out a burst of energy, but it is not strong enough to pull Boudica completely out of harm's way. Boudica, with all her efforts, is mostly concerned about saving the rest of you, as she's able to surge forward and give a push. As all of the rest of you go flying forward, the jaws clamp down on your leg, Boudica, as you give a scream. You'll suffer a minor injury at this point, and your next roll will gain detriment 3 as the pain begins to course up your body. But in this moment, you go ahead and pull out your sword and you cut at like the stone of the building, and as it begins to crack apart from multiple impacts, you attempt to follow your allies towards again an ever darkening hallway. At this point, Alon, you, Diana, and Kayleigh have taken the lead, and as you turn a corner, you see a long hallway just full of darkness, like a wall, as it's like the world is closing in. And then you watch as from the actual stones, like this blackened dust is beginning to pour through, like this liquid sand that is starting to cover the hallways. What are you doing, Alon?
And there's nothing ahead of us, no doors, windows.
No exits.
Okay. Hey, Diana, where are we supposed to be? What's supposed to be here?
This is, supposed to be the armory? It's not the armory now.
So we're in a hallway that's completely dark, no way forward or backward, and it's filling up with sand.
Yep, in front of you, filling up with sand and darkness. Behind you, Boudica and Neza still running, the hallway turning into teeth, jaws even, as it's beginning to attempt to eat all of you.
Are there sources to the sand, or does it just seem to be coming from the walls in general?
Just the walls.
Uh, what's the... I'm not sure if I ever learned this, actually. Does the Warrens have a temperature?
The Warrens? It feels a little bit colder here.
Okay, I'll try to use my Torvian to heat up the area to try and sort of see if that pushes it back at all.
Gotcha. As you attempt to heat up the area, are you trying to like throw the heat into the darkness, into the sand behind you, a wall?
Let's do darkness.
Gotcha. Then, as you kind of throw the heat into the darkness, you feel a force kind of resonate back, and you feel the heat just get sucked into this seemingly infinite hole, Alon, of intent and malice. But go ahead and make a mental check for me.
Hey. Oh. 3.
3. You feel the heat getting drawn, not just to the darkness though, but to a very particular point in a wall as well. So you like look to your left, maybe about 5 to 10 feet down, closer to the filling sand in the dark.
Can I try to strike that portion?
With what?
I have a magic dagger.
Okay. Then go ahead and make a physical check with it then.
Right. Oh. I'm gonna use 2 hero points.
Okay.
So many ones
Wow.
on the first one.
Goodness.
Then
Yeah, 1.
Neza, as you and Boudica like fully arrive, the hallway behind racing towards you, you see the other path ahead filled with darkness and sand, and Alon up to probably about mid-calf in kind of this weird darkness and sand is beginning to stab into a portion of the wall with his magical dagger, and you just see the faintest flickering of light coming from the stone.
Can I attempt to also break the stone?
How would you like to try and do that?
I imagine using sort of a combination of Arcane Strike and Wizard Spellbook. As she sort of reaches out. It's a book of wards and bonds, generally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I forcibly deconstruct the bonds in the wall to make it easier to break down?
Make a mental check then.
I would love to. Is it just normal, not an attack roll?
Nope, just normal mental check.
That in total is 9 successes.
That is incredible. Alright, yeah. Then, in this circumstance, as you focus, Neza, you pull out your spell book, and you actually see that in this space, the glyphs are spinning, altering, moving. And as they're doing this, you try and like follow along through these constant changes and throw out a spell. Alon, you watch as the area ahead of you begins to grow brighter and brighter. It's like light is beginning to return. However, you would also begin to notice as the light grows more and more and more, there is heat starting to erupt out in your direction. What are you doing? Oh, he's gone.
That's all right. I got
Oh.
this. Oh, he's back. He's back.
There will be a hole shortly. It seems like fire's shooting at your face.
It's a person-sized hole in the wall where we hit it. That's all right. If Alon's not here,
Yeah, so what's going to happen then is I'll make a roll to see if Alon can dodge. You're a lucky duck, Alon, because you can. As you leap out of the way, as Neza and Boudica and the rest watch as this torrent of flame bursts out from like the stone, igniting the hallway temporarily with like this bright, almost like radiant red fire. And in the darkness, all of you see crawling towards you hundreds of different versions of Vitya, each with their own hole pattern. They look like a swarm of beetles or ants climbing over each other in a horde, faces stretched out. But in this moment, as all of you look, you can see a hand jut out from the hole that has currently been made. A scaled, silvery hand. What are you guys doing?
does it look like Mithril?
No, it looks like dragon
Oh.
scale.
I thought it was like a scaled hand covered in a silver armor. Take that back. Yeah, I'm with Alon. Take the hand.
Alright. Then, as you guys are moving forward, or each of you trying to grab the hand in turn as the darkness and teeth, sand, and Vichas close in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I trust.
Yeah.
You trust. Alright. Then, in this moment, as all of you are pulled through to the other side, you see that you emerge into another lighter point within this castle, this fortress. On the other side, you can see a dragonborn woman wearing this battle-worn armor, carrying a sword at her hip, and she's breathing heavily. And next to her, all of you would also be able to see a Vitya. What are you guys doing?
Been a
Can
minute. Are you guys all right?
Here,
I
Vitya,
think
take my hand real quick. And she's gonna offer out a handshake.
Sure. He'll take her hand.
Can I use my, now that I'm touching him, use my Torvian to see where he was that time that we accidentally left him alone in the arena? Like when we had the two different fake Vichas, where he was, so that way I know this isn't one of those two fake Vichas.
You're trying to pull a memory out of this Vitya?
Mhm.
Gotcha. Vitya, what do you do as you feel like magic trying to attack into your mind?
I think he's pulling away. He doesn't want that.
Alright, make a spirit save.
Spirit save.
And I
Okay.
think, do I also have to roll a d6 to see what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1 success on the save.
Mm-mm.
The DC appears to have been 9.
Yeah, so, doesn't matter. You feel your mind forcibly broken open. And what would they get, Vitya?
I think she's looking for where this Vicha was when they were dealing with the two doppelgangers, correct?
Correct.
I think he would have been just kind of off on his own somewhere, probably, but should be able to see kind of, he sees in the distance as the dimensional lance goes off and they're pulled out. They could see him watching from the distance.
Once the memory is over, she'll.
I think the Dragonborn woman would also, immediately as she sees this, there is a sword to your throat, Neza. What are you doing?
We had to make sure. Did you see all of
Yeah,
them
you
back
had
there?
to make sure. Drop him.
She's releasing his hand super easy.
Is Vitya able to tell what memory she pulled, or does he just know his mind wasn't? Does he just know his mind was invaded?
Oh, you were forced to relive it.
Oh. It's all right, Celeste. She's telling the truth, but that. Are you happy now, Neza? I could have
happy
told
that
you
it's
that.
you. For the past few, weeks, we've been traveling with something that looked like you and mostly talked like you. And so we were. If I asked you, it wouldn't have helped. You could have just lied. If you had been one of the other things.
I've had a very. It's been a long couple of months. I don't really need to be reliving that, and I don't know. It took you this long to figure out that that wasn't me?
Yeah.
I see. Well, right now we should. I don't think we're safe here either. We should get farther away.
Yeah,
Right.
I'd agree. How'd you get here? I guess is the question.
Yeah. It depends on where here is, but if we're talking about Gartham Gors, we were traveling here because, well, she'll, assuming there was not a sword to her neck anymore.
It's still there.
Okay, she'll,
Also, who's your friend?
yeah, vaguely gesture.
And you can see the
This is
Dragonborn woman would just kind of raise an eyebrow. You didn't tell them about me.
Oh, is that your fiance?
No,
Excuse me?
but how do you know about my? Not the. No, this is my friend Celeste. We met the first time I was in the arena.
Oh, okay.
I didn't tell you about my fiance.
Really long story.
Uh-huh.
So, exit strategies?
Well, given enough time, we can probably try and cut a way out of here. It's not going to be easy, but when the Warrens isn't looking and it's not tracking something too intently, possible to slip in and out.
What? Are we just sort of in another room of the keep?
Yeah, another room. Kind of
Okay.
like an adjacent hall that was broken into.
Kaylee, Diana, what's nearby to this place?
You can see Kayle shakes his head. Look, I have no idea. This place, it's not the same. It's not what it was.
To Diana?
And she's just kind of looking around. I don't know. This hallway, I thought it was on the other side of the fortress.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm no expert on anything really, but I'd be willing to wager that the Warrens has just kind of warped this place. We might even not even be in this same place. Maybe we're in some kind of weird Warren pocket dimension. I don't know.
Well, you're close. And at this point, the space has started to darken once again. As Vitya, what is your reaction to seeing another version of yourself emerge from a door further down the hallway?
Shock first, then anger. I think he is immediately pulling his rapier.
And as this individual talks, you hear at first one voice, then three, then dozens emerging in a cacophony out of the mouth. And Vitya, you can guess it is the voices of hundreds of stolen emissaries. Do you think that measly weapon is enough to scare me? You have escaped once, but you have brought us an even grander prize, Vitya. Return, and you may perhaps be given a position of honor.
I won't help you any further. I will make sure this ends here.
Do you think that you can? Do you think you and these mongrels can do this? Once again, stumbling into luck. They have no talent, and unfortunately, this time, I know all your tricks. Nothing you've done before can prevent this. I shall have a world of my own. But for now, a domain will have to do. And you feel, all of you, this rippling as an etheric signature starts to spread throughout the hallway. And in this moment, all of you begin to watch as Cartham Gores begins to melt away, as an aether realm of the malefic Warrens and no exits creation starts to come together, kind of Oskang's dimension. And you watch as from below this spiraling, spinning cascade of light and dark begins to emerge. And Vitya, it is like you are in the Malefic Warrens. And then all around you see great faces and shapes starting to emerge. All of you do. Gigantic statues of people turned to giant bastions of salt within the darkness. And all of you find your feet touch one of them as this aether realm opens. And you see this not Vitya in front of you. It's in this moment where, Vitya, you can see your doppelganger pull a similar rapier, dripping with shadowy energy. And they begin to move forward. I'm going to need all of you to go ahead and roll for order. Okay. Neza, what did you roll?
6.
That is a 6 for Neza. Alon?
3.
3 for Alon. Actual Vitya.
Actual Vitya got a 7.
Very nice, very nice. And Boudica?
3.
That's crazy.
Damn, where's my boy? Where'd he go? Did he get eaten?
Bitch, what?
Oh, Polydectes? No, he's there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Give me a moment. Because usually he's not fighting.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to drag him into this if we can't. If you're willing to just ignore the fact that he's there.
No, he's there with his 15 stamina points.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not great. And this... Oh, boy. Not Vitya with the fast start. With an order roll of 13. As they begin to move forward. At this point, lunging. First things first. They are going to go ahead and extend a hand. And Neza, you watch as in the hand, they begin to manifest in this place. A notebook made of shadow. And they smile as they say, I learned this from you. And they are going to go ahead and use their malefic strike on everyone. As everyone is going to go ahead and take 18 points of spiritual or magical piercing damage, as it's like they formulate this notebook, then take a finger dripping with black ichor and slam it across the pages. Kayleigh is going to go ahead and take this on stamina. Polydectes is going to take this on a health block. This is stamina for Diana, and this is stamina for Celeste. But for Polydectes, he will get detriment 3 on his next roll, as he's taken in the side and nearly falls into the gap in this face naze, as you can see him perched perilously on the edge. But then this not Vitya is going to start dashing forward towards Kayleigh and extending the rapier. They're gonna start taking slashes. First attack at Kayleigh. 40 against Kayleigh, who's gonna take that on stamina. As you can see, he raises his longsword in a quick deflection as the rapier nearly misses his heart. But not Vitya's gonna attack again. For another 40 as at sheer one, Vitya is going to drive the blade into Kayla. And you watch as his eyes go wide, as it cracks through his armor block and then directly into his chest. This will proc the Malefic Berserk. So now the damage rating of this rapier has gone from 10 to 18. Kayla now also does not have the stamina points to pay for Malicious, which is also on this weapon. Because, believe it or not, Vitya is a monster in combat. So Kayla as well is going to get the dire condition as he stumbles backward, and he also is going to take a regular injury. Not the worst injury he could have gotten. His movement speed is reduced by 20. And then, not Vitya is going to look towards... Gonna look towards normal Vitya. And normal Vitya, go ahead and make a... Actually, I don't know if they have the range for that. Too far away. It's limited options. Okay. They will target... They'll target Alon. Alon, go ahead and make a mental save.
Okay. Three.
3, a half success for this. You will not be paralyzed. You will be staggered, though. So, on your next turn, you can use your action, background action, or movement. Just one.
Okay.
From this staggering that has happened. As not Vitya begins to pull back. Ooh. As a background action, you watch Alon as they reach a free hand out as they begin to step back from a reeling Kayla and manifest in their hand a Crohn's tonic and drink that shit down. It's gonna be plus 5d6 to their next roll. And that will be not Vitya's turn. So now it will be Celeste, as she's going to say, "We need to take this thing down quick!" And on her turn, she doesn't have a lot of movement speed. She can go here. And she's going to attempt to dash in and immediately will run directly into the aura that this Vitya has. So, as she runs in, it's round 1, so she needs to make a spirit save equal to 1. Shouldn't be too hard for her. She has a fairly high spirit. She's good. So she's able to avoid the effects and get up closer. That will be her turn, however. Normal Vitya, you're up.
Great. I believe normal Vitya has just enough movement to get up in there. Spirit save DC 1 for me, I assume?
Yes.
Hey, 3 successes.
3 successes, you push through the domination of the Grimoire.
Great. And then he's gonna draw Macistoli, and or he's already got it drawn. He's gonna just try to take a stab at Navicha. Try to take the heat off of Kayla.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Stabbing.
Stabbing? Okay.
Okay. I have 2 friends. That is garbage. That's gonna be 1 success for should be 12 damage.
1 success for 12 damage. As you swing, you can see this Vitya just moves aside. They are immune to this damage as you attack, and they just kind of smile over their shoulder. Don't you know? I know what you're going to do before you do.
I think Vichu's just gonna grit his teeth and he'll try to offhand with the regular dagger he has.
Okay. Does nothing.
That does nothing. Okay,
Immune.
still immune. Fantastic. Okay, well this beach has burned everything he can do on this turn. That'll be the end of it.
Gotcha. Then it will be Diana who's going to run up to you, Alon, and say, Dad, are you alright?
I'm okay. Yeah.
Alright. And then I think Diana is going to shift over here and fuck it. She is going to go ahead and overdraw her mithril bow, Doctor's Needle. And she's going to attempt to fire that shit into not Vitya. And with this overdraw, it's going to be, 48 plus, it's going to be 54 damage. That doesn't matter, because not Vitya is just going to turn and smile, and you see they're just going to burn, like, a little bit of stamina, because they have resistance to Diana thanks to going and talking to her. So instead, we'll only burn 24 stamina points as they just kind of spin around. I have been watching all of you closely, gaining your memories as well as your trust. I know what you are. And you can see Diana is a little unnerved at this, but will end her turn. Now it will be Kayleigh's turn, as he is just clutching his side. He will have to roll at the end of his turn, but first things first, he's got to make a save to not be under the effects of this grimoire. He's able to beat it for now. So, he is going to... he's not doing good at all. He's going to background action light up his sword, though, all the same. And then take a swing at this. Resistance for him because he has always been sus and has been lying to this Vitya pretty much the entire time. So there is that. And let's see here. Kayleigh. 14 damage will get through, as not Vitya is just going to idly deflect, eyes never leaving Kayleigh as they say, "Don't worry, I'll make sure that you join us." And Kayleigh is just going to then backpedal this way and end his turn. And as he ends his turn, he's going to need to make the dire roll. Doesn't lose a health block now as he's still holding his wound shut. But Neza, you're up.
So I just looked through my character sheet again and realized that I've had Inquisitor for months and this could have been avoided.
You have had Inquisitor for months.
I haven't used it once.
You haven't.
Have I?
Nope.
Okay. Somebody's gotta quit putting this girl in situations.
I think
Gee,
that's you.
Yeah, that was a joke. I sent Colin a DM like a week or two ago saying I had that thought and then realized it's me. I keep putting her in situations.
yeah, you've had that power since before the Meroviglia.
No, I don't think I did I?
I believe you did. Because I
I'm only
remember
looking at.
when you got it, I was like, oh, like this would be incredible if you used it on Borellian.
Oh, I don't think I used it ever.
Yeah,
Even once.
I don't think you used it ever.
And it's a little late now. And I probably could have used that instead of the Torvian to figure out Brilliant, but that's fine. Anyway. Isa will go up, say, here. 25, and then she'll attempt to. Can I, like, pass something to someone as a background action, or is that a
Sure.
full action?
Nope.
She'll attempt to pass Polydectes' ring back to him and say, "Here, take this. You need it more than I do right
No.
now. I'll be fine."
And he's going to not accept it.
It'll be okay. Please.
It won't matter if we don't beat him.
I'll attempt to make a wizard spellbook attack at Vitya. I haven't fake Vitya. I want to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't used this yet ever, so hopefully it is better than Arcane Strike. That is going to be plus my 2 friends. In total, that is. Oh no!
Oof. One success.
I would. Oh, 3.
One resistance. Because
Oh,
memory
no.
share.
Even though I haven't used Wizard Spellbook at all around him yet.
I mean, you have used powers from the Wizard's Spellbook random.
Yeah, but not to attack.
Not to attack, I know. But
Ah.
still's gotten your memories, but inside your mind.
I will instead use 2 hero points.
Okay. As you use those hero points, they are burned. Hero points do not work in this domain.
Great. Okay. So 1 success, you said?
Mm-hmm.
For,
And that goes for everyone here. As part of the power of the no exit Aether Realm. No hero points. They're gone.
8 damage.
Spend stamina on that.
That's
This
a problem.
entity will just give a smile.
That is about all I can do.
Alright. Then, on Polydectes' turn, seeing this, he goes, your attack looks like it might have gotten through. Do you think you can try it again?
I'll try if I can, yeah. And I will try if I can.
No, he's gonna use the aid action on you, so you will be able to reroll up to 6 dice on your next roll.
That's a lot. I will take it.
And then... he is... He's gonna look at Boudica and say, do you think you will be able to get an opening?
I can get close to him.
And Polydectes is gonna try and charge in there, attempting to just give you any more extra dice, Boudica, and he's gonna have to make a spirit save. Okay, he's good. Passes through the fire and the flames. As he is going to go ahead and get right over there next to not Vitya. And he'll end his turn there. Boudica, start of your turn. Spirit save.
Yay. You see, this is really cool because, you know, she's so good at spirit.
Do you only have one spirit?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, so you have an option here. You can choose to be stunned, which means a stunned creature can't talk, move, or use its action or background action, and lose all your stamina points. That's option 1. Option 2 is lose a health block.
We're gonna have to go with option 2. I'm gonna do my armor block.
I mean, for this, it is a health block, as it bypasses armor if you are choosing this.
Okay. Will that activate comeback kit?
It would.
Alright, perfect.
Alright, then roll 2d6 for a major injury. Oh! You have the dire condition.
Cool.
For the next, let me see. At the end of this round, you will lose this dire condition.
Okay. Alright. So, can I start smacking?
Yeah, you have your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move forward and I'm gonna smack him with my sword.
Okay. They've seen you. They're immune.
They've seen me use my sword. That's so true.
It got a lot of memories.
Is there anything that you haven't used against them forever, like fists? Or tender love?
I mean, I haven't used my battle axe. It's not your dad's axe, because you technically haven't given me that yet, but it's a battle axe. And this actually works out better because I have Weapon Master 2 in axes, so yeah, I'm gonna attack with my battle axe that I have.
I mean, you already called it with your other weapon. So that's what I'm going to hold you to. Because it'd be unfair to be like, I'm going to attack with this. No, that you're immune to that, I attack with this instead. I will say in this situation as well, it won't matter, immune to both. Because of the mind read.
Is so cool.
As you're slashing at them, Boudica, it's like they know your attacks and your moves before you do.
Great. I'm gonna get out of there because there's not much else I can do.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
But then I need you to roll a d6 for the dire condition. You want a high roll. Let me see. Boudica, as you stumble backward in this place, you feel the essence of the Warrens begin to grip you. And you feel your soul trying to depart from this place. But there is no exit, Boudica, as you fall into a living death. As you are now trapped in a realm just with your father and mother and Oishen. You are in about a 250 square foot room with those 3 people. You cannot leave. The only thing in this whitewashed room is a single gray couch, with only enough room for 3 people. And everyone here, Boudica, is constantly fighting. Arguing, bickering, money, power, glory, what promotion they failed to get, what company they should have taken over. They're not meeting their projections. They're only up 10% in the company, not 12. You try to speak up about workers' wages, or maybe opening a cat shop, but they won't listen, Boudica. They don't care. In this place, there are no exits. And you're here with the people, the ideas, the world that you hate most. It is the fate of all if Kain Osgang gets its own dimension. And all of you watch as Boudica falls into this deathless sleep. But Alon, it's your turn as you watch Boudica collapse.
Okay. And I can pick.
Action, background action, or movement.
Okay.
And at the end of your turn, you will be able to remake a mental save to try and get out of this staggered condition.
Okay. Trying to think if I have anything that I haven't. I'll attempt to use my Torvian on it.
Okay.
Would that work?
As you attempt to use the Torvian, you see, you attempt to, change the heat in the temperature, and as you attempt to push that power in, not Vitya looks at you and says, and you feel the heat begin to be sucked upward, high above you, Alon. They're immune.
Damn it. Okay. Mental save, you said?
Mental save, yes.
2.
2? You're still with the staggered.
Okay.
But, top of the round, not Vitya is up. And they are going to once again raise a hand, activating their malefic strike. As they run their palm across the paper, everyone is going to take 30 magical piercing damage.
That has to be an armor block. Oh my god.
It's going to be an armor block from Celeste, a health block from Polydectes, a health block from Kayleigh, stamina for Diana,
Stamina for me.
and
Stamina.
for Polydectes, and for Kayleigh. So for Polydectes and Kayleigh, all creatures gain benefit 1 on damage rolls against them. That's lovely. I think then not Vitya is going to go ahead and look to Kayleigh and smile. You'll be dead quick enough. Experience the wonders of what we have to offer first, though. And not Vitya is going to force Kayleigh to make a mental save. Kayleigh is going to completely fail, and he is going to be lost to the mental prison. As all of you watch as Kayleigh just grabs the side of his head in this silent scream, he is paralyzed. And then, not Vitya. Going to begin to matriculate this direction and is going to go ahead and launch an attack into normal Vitya first. Yeah. So against normal Vitya, this will be only 38 damage.
Only 38. Normal Vitya will take that on stamina. He is very low on stamina now, but he can take it.
Okay. And then sensing... Actually, nah. If you're low on stamina, he'll just attack in again. For 48.
For 48? Okay. That's going to be an armor block.
Sheer 1.
Sheer 1. 1 armor, 1 health.
Okay. And I need you to pay an additional 20 stamina points.
That's dire condition.
It is. Oh, you
I
can't
cannot
pay
pay
it?
that.
Then that's the dire
Nope,
condition.
I got 4 left.
That's great. Then roll 2d6. You gain the tired condition as well. Dire and tired.
Yay. How many rounds do I have dire for?
2.
Gotcha. And the tired is just until a rest, right?
Correct. And
Gotcha.
that will be not Vitya's turn. Celeste will be up, and she's going to need to go ahead and make another spirit save. Oh no! She will lose a health block. Yeah, that's not great. She's blinded. As the aura begins to settle around her, you hear Celeste say, Vitya, shit, I can't see! And as she begins to attempt to move, she's just kind of wandering around, not knowing what to do. But she's going to try and push on anyway, hearing not Vitya previously, and she's still going to attempt to swing. She's got actually a pretty sizable swing bonus going here. She's swinging with her long sword. For 24 damage to not Vitya, who once again is just going to sidestep and laugh. Don't worry, I'll figure you out eventually. I'll figure all of you out. And we will all be together in a place that is me forever. Vitya, it's now your turn. Make a spirit save.
2 successes.
Just succeed.
Great. sh- the this feature that split off of me would have been the me I was as, we had returned to the arena. Can I try and draw on any kind of techniques or anything I learned while I was separated from the party? See if I can catch him off guard with that?
You can make a power capture roll if you would like. Trying to only use things that you learned away from the party.
Yeah, I'll make that power cap roll.
It won't be 100%. You might only get through a bit, but you need to pull out anything now.
Mm-hmm. That would be 3 successes, so 1 with the rapier.
Resistance.
All right. Would it be possible for a background action to kind of look around at our surroundings, see if there's anywhere where the realm seems a bit weaker where we might be able to break through? Or is that more of an action?
You can make a mental or a physical check if you would like.
I'll go. I'll go mental. I think that's the headspace speech is in.
Mm-hmm.
Would I get an exceptional mind for that?
You would, yes. But remember tired as well tacked on.
Tired as well. Oh, I forgot to add that onto the other roll. Although that it still would have been the same result.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. In that case, unless someone has hero points, they could kick my way because oh no, we
Hero
can't
points
use hero
don't
points
work.
anyway.
No.
Yep, I realized. 2 successes.
There are no hero points here. Looking at this, what are you facing? You're facing no exit.
Yeah.
There are no weaknesses here. Its entire being, its entire existence is about not letting you escape, keeping you somewhere, and feeding off of your desire to leave. However, with mental, looking at this thing, looking for a weakness, looking for a way out, you are on the right track. It only knows you as you were. It can't predict new combinations. That's what you get.
Okay. Interesting. All right. And that would have been a background action to do that.
It would.
Okay. I'll. Fuck, I'll stay where I am. That'll be my turn.
Gotcha. Not telling any of this information to the rest of your party members.
Oh, if I'm able to shout that, I'll shout. It can't predict new combinations. Try, I don't know, something new.
And go ahead and roll a d6 for me. 4 or higher. That's what you need.
4 or higher. Okay. No, that is a 3.
Lose a health block.
Okay.
Roll 2d6.
Seven.
Creatures gain benefit 1 against you. As you feel your body getting leeched away by this entity. Now it is Diana, though. And she is just going to kind of curse, and then looking around, dash this way next to you, Alon, and say, "Dad, you're the best shot I know." And she's going to reach out, and she's going to give the aid action to you, Alon, allowing you to re-roll up to 5 dice on your next roll.
Okay.
As you watch as, from her hands, primordial energy begins to spread, covering your weapons in this glow of magic in the darkness. But that's what she's going to do on her turn. On Kayleigh's turn, he's screwed. He's paralyzed. He can do nothing. He's going to try and make a roll at the end of the turn, but he has to hit them all, even really consider escaping, or at least 2, and he doesn't. Now, all of you watch as Kayleigh falls. Naza, you're up. Make a spirit save.
Yeah, I have a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
Polydexy's aid gives me plus, you said 66 on my next roll.
Roll up to 66. Reroll.
Okay, but does that only apply?
Their next
On.
check, damage roll, or save.
Okay, so if I make the save, it is my next roll whether I use that bonus or not. I
Correct.
then can't. Okay. But if I choose to fail this save, can I then use it on my next roll? Because I'm not making a roll here.
I would allow it.
I will take a health block.
Shit. Okay, roll 2d6.
I would love to.
And is this
Five.
minor or major?
Minor. I haven't taken anything yet.
Alright, you gain the tired condition.
Gotcha. I will mark that. Let me give me 1 second to mark this down so I don't forget. There we go. Okay. Then I am going to... This doesn't count as some kind of fey creature, does it?
This, no.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay. Can I use my dad's axe against him?
Sure.
With 2 friends, that is not a lot, but it's still something. Okay, please, 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 please work. Please work. Please work. Please, please, please. Oh no!
You have a full reroll at your disposal.
Yep.
That I do. And I can't argue for any level of benefit because he has never seen me do anything physical at all ever in his entire existence, nor have I ever done anything physical, really,
No.
except for in the very first. Okay.
Because you've never done anything physical in your entire existence. However,
But that's still...
make a mental
8.
check for me.
I would love to make a mental check, finally. Familiar ground.
With tired one.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about tired. That's okay, it would just knock off the end, we'll say. Then that is still 5 successes. Damn,
5.
I'm not rolling good.
Then, as you go ahead and swing the axe, with Polydectes' help, you watch as it catches this entity by surprise, as it moves and backpedals. No resistance. Full damage goes through.
Okay.
And with 5 successes on mental, it can predict who you were. It can predict what you are now. It struggles to predict people working together. Seems counterintuitive to it.
Okay. She'll shout that out. This also has exploding, so I think I re-roll that d6, right? Or not re-roll, but
Yep.
roll another.
Roll another 2d6.
2? Oh,
You
okay.
rolled 6 twice.
On the actual damage roll, I thought?
Oh, not on the actual damage roll. You're
Yeah.
right. Sorry, I was looking at the other one.
That's okay. That's another success. That's 2 for 16, and then 16. It doesn't count as a phase, so I don't get foe slayer.
Correct.
That's 16 damage.
16 damage that is taken on stamina, but completely pure damage.
And she will, once again, if I didn't clarify earlier, she's just sort of shouting out, doesn't like when we work together. It doesn't make sense to it. And then as a bonus, as a background action, can I hit it again with my dagger this time?
Sure.
Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. I have 2 friends. That's another 2 successes at sharp 1. Oh no, that's okay. Wait, this is the dagger that okay. Oh wait, it has wolf pack. That doesn't matter though.
It
no,
doesn't
it doesn't
matter.
It's just
yeah.
sharp 1. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Then it will be Polydectes' turn. Shannon, what should Polydectes do in this moment? Friends facing destruction.
Well, Mesa just said that it doesn't like it when we work together. So I think Polydectes should do something to try and aid his friends.
Which friend?
Well, he's closer to Vitya and Celeste. Maybe what he could try to do is help aim Celeste, because she's blinded right now, toward not Vitya. Somehow.
Then yeah, that would work, as Polydectes is going to shout orders to Celeste, helping to aim her, giving her aid, and then he's just going to try and backpedal up this way, as he's at 1 health block remaining. And Boudica is still trapped in her family nightmare. But Alon, it is your turn.
Alright, here we go. Taking a shot.
Okay. You got 3 allies.
Yep. Oh my god.
Holy shit. But
Reroll
5
5, you
rerolls.
said?
Yep. As your daughter's here.
2.
2. How much damage?
This isn't fake Vitya's Aether Realm. This is Caleb's Aether Realm.
You're right.
That's why you can't 0 points.
Yep, you can take a hero point for that, Jamie.
Oh, thank you.
That is kind of the point. I've given you all of Caleb's bad luck.
It's 7 per hit, so 14.
14. Then that pure damage will go through, as not Vitya will have to burn stamina points, just barely dodging out of the way of this attack.
And I can mental save to try and get out of this condition.
Correct.
Okay. 4.
4, you're out.
Oh, thank goodness.
As you are finally able to shake it off. And with that, top the round, not Vitya again, as they're going to look at you, Neza, and say, why do you keep trying to resist? Don't you know? You will never be able to escape what you've done. Even if you leave this place, the Meroviglia, your father's death, Borellian, it will be a stain on you always.
It's true. Can still do new and better things, though.
How naive. And not Vitya is going to summon their shadow book again, and another malefic strike comes through. 30 to all. As Celeste loses an armor block. Kayleigh is already down. Diana was able to take that on stamina again. Polydectes goes down as you hear a cry, Neza, and you see him fall. A shadowy strike going across his body.
Vitya would also fall. This was his last health block.
And Vitya falls.
I have to take it on a health.
Alright, roll 2d6.
Six.
6 minor or major?
Minor.
You gain the tired condition.
Okay.
Then this not Vitya is going to turn their mental prison at you, Neza, in anger. Make a mental save.
I would love to. Ah. 6.
You're able, as you feel this wave of energy come from not Vitya, to resist. How do you do it?
This is a conversation she's already had a lot with herself. She, I imagine, is looking around at the people that she still has the ability to save and deciding that she cannot let that opportunity pass as well.
Gotcha. Then with that, you just kind of dig your heels in. And as you do, you see this not Vitya just kind of slowly cock their head to the side. How disappointing. And they are going to, at this point, split their attacks. One rapier attack coming at you, the other going to be going at Celeste. We'll go at you first, hoping to pick up some free berserker. 56.
Ooh, ow. Yeah, that's gonna go on my last armor block.
Alright, sheer 1.
Oh no, I'm at 1 health block left.
Okay.
I'm not down. That was my second to last health block. I want to be clear.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead then and roll 2d6.
Okay. This is not good. 9.
9.
Yep.
Your movement speed is reduced by 40 feet as you feel the rapier be driven into your knee, Neza. As you do, you kind of stumble. You feel your legs beginning to buckle from under you, as now not Vitya is turning their attention on Celeste with even more fury and ferocity. For 70 into her. And that's gonna be 2 armor blocks plus a dire condition on her, as Celeste is impacted by the shot, as not Veach's damage continues to climb. Their damage rating has climbed. That last roll should have been much different. Oh, it should have been way, way different. This formula's wrong. It's not 70 damage. It's 315 into Celeste. And against Neza, that should have been...
I took it on health already.
I know. 208. As it's climbed up to massive levels. And Celeste is just going to stagger, coughing up blood, as not Vitya is just going to stand here, remaining strong. It will be Celeste's turn. Celeste is going to burn health block. And you watch as, she stumbles. She is looking really bad. Her armor is completely gone, barely standing, but she's doing everything in her power to get one last shot on this entity. So here she goes, with the aid behind her. It's 24, and she's gonna roll an additional, we roll an additional 5d6. Let's see. For an additional 2, so she's going to do 32 into not Vitya, who is going to once again use stamina to just glide out of the way. So simple, so easy. And then the end of Celeste's turn, dire. She doesn't lose. She's still up. Vitya, in your own prison where we find you, you are locked in a library office of the Shivo Library. You keep getting brought more paperwork, Vitya. It's a mix of busy work as well as divorce papers. And you keep on getting the forms wrong. Your managers, your bosses, they keep on coming in, keep on telling you via letters that are slid through a slot on the ceiling that you need to do better work. What you're doing isn't good enough. And you can't leave until it's done. But you're never done, Vitya. And you can't go, you can't explore, you can't read your books, nor spend time with the ones that you love. You're trapped. At the moment, though, on Diana's turn, she's going to look back at you, Alon. She's going to give a nod, and she's gonna take the aid action on you once again, hoping for the best. Neza, it's now your turn. Make a spirit save.
It's round 3. I don't know that I can.
How many dice do you have?
2.
Roll 2d6.
Wait, 1 because I'm tired.
Roll 1d6.
Okay. Oh.
You only have 1 health block remaining, right?
Yeah, I can't
So
lose that.
nope. You will be stunned. Your stamina points will drop to 0.
Okay.
So the Warrens wants to hold you here. Polydectes is down. Boudica's down. Alon, you're up.
I guess I shoot it.
Okay. Make a damage roll. Extra 1d6. Because Celeste is still somehow up.
Three, and I can reroll 5.
Mm-hmm.
4 total.
How much damage?
That is 28.
28. We'll get through.
Also share.
How much?
Just 1.
Just 1. Then, as the shot goes through and impacts this not Vitya, temporarily, it does turn off the aura when they are hit. As the shot goes through and they kind of recoil, and they kind of look at you in surprise, Alon.
Okay. Is the last blindness a minor injury?
It is.
Okay, let's see here. Alright. I'm gonna walk over here. Doing this. And use mend
Okay.
to get rid of the blindness.
Gotcha. Then as you quickly go up and give a battlefield patch, what does it look like?
Well, how is she blind right now?
A cut across the eyes.
I think Alon's sort of using the healing magic that he has had access to most of this time, plus a couple of just herbs he had on him and some bandages, just opens up her eyes and cleans them and makes sure that she can open them fine again.
Gotcha.
And then move back.
Alright. That's your turn?
Yep.
Start of round 4. You see not Vitya look down and you see their rage grow as this entire realm begins to shift. And as it does, all of you feel the quaking of like the head that you are on as the body and form begins to change into that of a giant skull. As now in this moment the ground becomes like a liquid black in the jaws, as it's like the head, this bony skeletal thing, is opening up into a scream as the power of not Vitya courses out. At this moment, they are going to turn... What is their attention on? One action is going to be spent beginning to remake their aura that they've put so much time and effort into. Alon. Very rude. Then they're going to try and throw a mental prison at you again.
Okay. There's a mental save I have to make?
Yes, mental save.
Okay. Two.
2, then once again staggered.
Okay.
As at this point, not Vitya is going to accept the detriment and go for Diana, as they say, nothing you can do if your little partner isn't up. And, I mean, for this, we'll see with this first attack, with all the detriment that they have on it. Still a chance that there might be a miss. Yeah, even with one success getting through, that's still enough to take 2 away from Diana and give her the dire condition. And let's see here. Nothing threatening. And, ooh. Which one is that? And she gains the scared condition of this place, as now she is beginning to panic from not Vitya. And then, yeah, I think not Vitya is going to go for... Yeah, gonna go for an attack into you, Alon. And let's see here. Yeah, it's going to definitely get through. It's going to be over 100 damage.
Yeah, okay. And an armor block?
It has sheer 1.
Okay. In that case, armor block is gone and my second health.
Gotcha. Then roll 2d6. I'm going to need you to also burn 20 stamina points if you can.
I can do that.
Okay, then you don't get dire.
5.
All creatures gain benefit 1 on damage rolls against you.
Great.
A small price to pay. As that will be not Veach's turn. Now it's Celeste. And Naza is paralyzed. Well, technically, at the start of her turn, she won't be. Celeste is just going to risk it. She's going to move right up here. And she is just going to throw her sword with a power-capped roll in a hope that it can get through and deal enough damage. It's hope against all hope, but here goes nothing. For 12? Let's see here. They are going to take it as Celeste's sword is driven into the back of this not Vitya. And that is going to be her turn. Nothing else she can really do. On Diana's turn, scared. So, scared creature can't use the attack action or any power on the creature or object that she fears. She's in the aura too. So she's gonna need to make a save. Luckily, reset thanks to Alon, so she only needs to get 1. Holy moly! That's a good thing. Jeez. And then... Fuck. I think Diana is going... She is going to give the aid action... She's going to go ahead and give the aid action to Neza, as she is going to funnel as much primordial magic to you as possible, eyes pleading, hoping that you might be able to save him, Neza. And at the end of Diana's turn, dire condition hits. And Diana falls. Neza, at the start of your turn, you are no longer in the aura. You have the aid action on you. It's you, it's Alon, it's Celeste. What are you doing?
Double checking very quickly. Aid is re-rolling dice up to their power score.
So 5.
5, okay. And resistance does resistance have Vitya's resistance? Does it have the
Resistance
successes?
2.
Resistance 2.
So takes
okay.
away first 2 successes.
Okay. In either case, it is better if I roll Wizard Spellbook against him. Because now I'm sure he's going to be immune/resistant to my dad's axe. He just saw it. And I'm not very good with it anyway.
The aid takes away all that. Remember, the whole point of the aid was that working together bypasses the immunity.
Okay.
But if you walk into that aura again, you're going to have to make a spirit save.
Which I can't do.
So just use your most powerful thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You might not
With
get
one-
another
What's your
turn.
With one friend here, I will use my most powerful thing. And then re-rolling 4 of those.
5.
5 of those. I don't know why I said 4. Okay. That is 9 successes.
9. Okay. How much damage?
At 8 each, that is going to be 72.
And
Magical.
what form is this damage taking?
I think she's just kind of like what we did with the wall earlier. She's now trying to make fake Vitya's own body tear itself apart, rejecting the bonds between like arms and limbs, like a broken doll.
Gotcha. Then, in this moment, as you use this, the tearing and shearing apart, a weakness, actually. Pretty significant one. Because if you remember, Neza, how this entity was created. 2
Joining them
different
together.
parts joined together. So, this will get an additional shear 2, as you use your magic attempting to rend this thing apart. And as you do, in this moment, you can see this not Vitya begin to double over, now actually beginning to show wear and tear. They aren't much more tanky than normal Vitya. They are still but an emissary in this form, looking to use Diana to gain more power. They're looking real rough, but they are still up.
Elon's still up, right?
Yeah, Lon is technically still up. He's gonna need to make a save, though, but it's gonna be close.
I'll use know-it-all on Elon as a shortcut to aid.
Okay. That will work.
Now, it's notably 2 dice during your next attack roll and not any roll.
Correct. So,
But
hey,
close enough for now.
it still counts as a combined roll. What is your know-it-all doing? In what form are you giving it to Alon?
I think she's just saying, come on, you can't give up. Diana needs our help. It's just you and me and Celeste now.
And is that your turn, Neza?
Yes.
Polydectes down. Boudica down. In this moment, we come to you, Alon. Make a spirit save.
I don't suppose I can drink a Crohn's tonic first.
No, you could not.
Figured not. Okay. Nope.
Then you only have 1 health block remaining, correct?
That's correct.
So that will be a stun on you, Alon, as you will also lose all of your stamina. And at the end of your turn as well, I'm going to need you to make a mental save.
Five.
5, you're able to get out of this stun, and you will be at full juice, but right now you're paralyzed.
Okay.
Not Vitya's turn. He's going to go ahead and make his way over here. And in this moment, kind of give a smile at you, Neza. Yeah. I mean, with this, billion damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a billion stamina points. Nor do I have a billion health blocks. I am down.
I think you only have 1, correct?
That is correct.
As they stride forward, rapier through the chest, non-lethal, putting you into the sleeping state of Kine Oskang. Then will make their way over, this time attacking Celeste. Getting through there as well. Although, not by much, but it is enough to firmly bring Celeste down. And I think now as well, they're going to make their way over here and look down at Kayle. Before I wake the others up, or rather, move them, before this ritual is complete, I need you to know that I will not be taking you with me, because I hate you. You and all of your incessant whining. As not Vitya is going to, at this point, use a strike, funneling it right into Kaylee's head. As the hobgoblin stops breathing. And then, drinking a Crohn's tonic, Not Veach is gonna begin making their way back. And I'll make a roll. Because positioning will matter. It's good. They are going to be headed then in the Diana direction primarily. And that will be their turn. As... well, technically, would it be here? No, that is 50. Wait, if they had gone... oh, it wouldn't have mattered. Well, that's anticlimactic. Going down the list... in this moment, Alon, this not Vitya is supremely confident in this moment as they are making their way over to Diana. Their eyes are fixed. And if they're able to turn her into an emissary, who even knows? All comes down really to this. Can you find a way through the defenses? That's a great question, Jamie. Is Know-It-All still active? How long does it last?
It doesn't specify. It says next attack roll.
The Know-It-All is still active.
Oh, thank Christ. All right. Can I background action drink a Crohn's tonic?
Now you can, yes.
Cool. Please, love God. Wait, I took 2 of its health blocks earlier, right?
You did, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use Surgeon's Precision.
Oh.
Let's start out there. 5 hits auto, which is 35 points.
Yeah, that is gonna be pretty good. Go ahead and roll the rest of the damage.
Okay. Rest of the damage is... how many rerolls do I get?
2.
2. Okay, so that's 21 more.
21 more? Yeah. Then, as Alon raises up for this shot, this is a combined attack. So, getting ready, I must ask you in this moment, how do you want to do this? You crazy son of a bitch. The most clutch know-it-all.
Holy shit.
Because that wouldn't have worked without know-it-all. I'll just be straight up with you.
Yeah, no, and I have no other way of doing that. Oh god.
There's literally probably no other way, unless you would have pulled a rabbit out of your hat.
Yeah, and I don't have any rabbits. So what I think happens is that Elan loads his crossbow, and as he does, seeing Kayleigh fall, seeing all the other people on the ground around him, he just sort of says to himself, I do not understand how something that proclaims to be as giant and powerful as you cannot understand something as fucking basic as people make each other better, not worse. And then I shoot it in the head.
And as you fire your bolt, carried by the effort of your friends, your allies, your family, impacts right in the head of not Vitya, as it's surprised. It could only calculate what you all could do on your own. And in this moment, as it begins to collapse, falling over, you can see its essence is looking around as you watch Alon, as all of this place is beginning to fall apart. And in one last moment, it explodes out with all its energy. And you watch as this darkened vapor retreats, flowing back and back and back, until it finds home in Vitya's old sword. And as it all begins to fall away along, you see your allies, your companions, their sleep becoming less fraught and fitful. And you look over now to your daughter, to Diana. She is sleeping calmly, peacefully, as you let out a great sigh of relief. You've survived. Barely, ever so barely.
Are we in like a hallway or a room
You're right where you started.
outside?
You seemingly never left the courtyard.
Is Vitya's body there?
The original Vitya, yes.
Okay, I go over to his sword and I kick it as far away as I can.
So you kick it, it goes tumbling, flying end over end, leaving this skidding mark of shadow.
And then I go around checking people in terms of health.
Mm-hmm. Most aren't in great shape, obviously. But they're all alive, except for one.
Right. I have 4 mends and 3 heal 4s that I can divvy out. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
And that will be enough to pick everyone else up as you all awaken, pulled out of those nightmares into the real world under a bright blue sky.
What happened?
Not fully sure, but I think whatever that was is currently inside Reach's sword.
What happened to Kayleigh?
Kayleigh?
The other Reacha finished that one.
Fuck.
And I will go over and Does it look like strike to the head, or did he die some other way out here?
A quick strike to the head. Yeah.
Um, I'll sort of put his body in as much of a respectful position as I can and try to cover him.
He
You
told
can-
me. He told me about what they do when people they care about die in battle. When they cremate the body, and if they were close to you, carry ashes in the locket.
Looking around, do I see trees or a place of firewood?
You do, yeah. Some excess firewood nearby.
Or take a deep breath and say, okay. And I go to start building a pyre.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if it's that important, there've got to be some necklaces, lockets around inside.
Go and look.
Isa will go look.
And as you kind of go, you are able to find a few of them. They are made out of mithril and come in all shapes and sizes. Some are full, but you find a few that are empty.
And she'll bring them back for the group.
Have I been able to build a pyre?
You have, yeah. And Diana would help as well, and as would Polydectes.
Um,
Well,
Feel like it's only appropriate if we use some of his special oil. So, gonna take the flask or bottle or whatever he has and start pouring a little.
And you can douse the pyre in the oil that Kayla used to ignite his blade.
I light the fire.
As you light the fire, whoosh, goes up quick, just like Kaylee's old blade. It was a good oil, quick and reliable. There when you needed it. It was manufactured here in Cartham Gores. Now this is where it was used for the last time. And as the pyre burns, I think Diana would come over to you, Alon, and just tightly grab your hand.
Grip that.
Would,
I'm just sort of staring at the flame.
Would Boudica, Neza, or Vitya say any words?
I don't know that Neza has really any. She's mostly just crying.
I think there is something that Alon would say. While sort of staring at the fire, he'll just sort of say out loud, Haley, you were a good soldier, a good scout, a good forager, a good warrior. But more than anything else, you were a good man.
think Vitya would also speak. He's probably on the other side of the fires from others, probably lingering closer to Celeste. But he'll say, Kayleigh, I know in the brief time we knew each other, we didn't get along well, but I admired you for how much you cared about this group, how much you were willing to protect them, and I'm sorry you got dragged into my mess. I hope you find peace where you are.
I think Boudica will say, if breakfast wasn't your favorite meal, I'm hoping you're having your favorite meal wherever you are.
And then, in this moment, as the flames climb higher, it all is consumed in flame. It's in this moment, maybe it's just in the whisper of the wind, Boudica, in the creaking of the fortress, in the glimmer of the light. But you think that somewhere far away, he was able to find peace. And as all of you watch the flames, and eventually gather up the ash, it is here where we will end our session for today. As you have gained a friend and lost one. But the road to Ghislaine is still ahead of you. And all of you can take 3 level ups. Whew.
I don't
Thank you
know
for the
if.
session.
Yeah. I don't know if in any game ever I've ever come closer to a TPK.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Thank you, Dalton, for pulling through. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Your guys'
for
luck
giving me
was
that
some
last
ass,
battle.
bro.
Yeah, no, it was terrible.
Yeah, the Caleb Aether Realm truly is the most broken one I've ever seen.
You can't see it, but I'm doing a peace sign. That was really cool, though.
That shit wild.
Goodbye 2 spirit. Hello 5 spirit. I ain't messing with that no longer.
See, I went in the opposite direction. I just staged mental again, and then put all my points back.
Do
into
you
it.
ever learn? Do you ever learn?
I took stamina last time. Fine, I can put 1 more level into stamina. If you want.
What about your spirit stat?
It's
Or your
2, it's
physical?
fine. It's 2, it's fine.
Yeah, that's where I was, and now I'm not anymore, and I feel better about it.
I don't understand how you guys live like this. Vicious stats at 24 were 974.
Oh, I wasn't before the Aether eating.
Yeah, before the Aether eating, I
I
had
was
a
in a
spirit
good
of 1.
spot with all my stats.
Mm-hmm. It was the Aether eating that changed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Also, I am so glad that with that second level up you gave me last time, I took Mend.
Oh yeah, that was. There were so many clutch moments and decisions that were made in this fight.
Genuinely, through most of it, I was like, Mend was a waste because like I can't move and I can only use either action or background action, so I can't even use it. And the people that I would use it on are dying before I can get a chance to help them. But then I was like, oh wait, no, there is one case in this fight where I can use it, and it was the best one.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
To just get another one of us back into the fight.
Yeah, Mend can come in very clutch because some of those minor injuries, yeah, they'll fuck you up.
Also, fuck Dyer.
Yeah, the dire. Well, yeah, when I was like, all right, I have to make this boss fight around Vitya, the character that Caleb made, and I looked, and I'm like, oh shit. A killing machine is right here.
You helped with the killing machine, though.
What do you
Like
mean
the-
I helped?
The dyers from the sword, which that was you.
That's malicious.
Yeah, malicious is one of the tags on the sword.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
just
did
wanna
have fun
say-
making a killing machine, though. I didn't think he'd be directed at the party.
We just need to make sure that perhaps Boudica can get her freaking hands on Naze's dad's axe next session.
Just hovering over her shoulder. Hey, so I saw you had this weapon yesterday.
Hey, so I saw you had this really cool axe.
I know it belonged to your dad and all, but it's been 2 weeks. You should be over it by now.
No, well in Weapon Master 2, I chose axes because I forgot that you didn't actually give me the axe.
To be fair, Neza did want to give you the axe. I imagine just between being on the road and not having a quiet moment to do it, she didn't yet. But
I feel like being on the road is the best time to do it.
yeah,
Personally.
but we kind of skipped over it in session, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say, actually, hang on, here's 10 conversations I want to have.
Also, Vitya, how would you feel if we, buried your sword? Or melted it down? Or just got rid of it?
We can handle that in session.
So anyways, I prestige physical. Okay, we are almost so back, and now I have Warden.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I've been looking more into powers, and so I can be more effectively be a brick wall of sorts that hurts you when you lean against it. So I have Sheer, I have Combat Kid, I have Weapon Master 2, and I have Warden.
Mm-hmm. You go
Nice.
crazy now.
Yeah. So that means
Yeah, Warden's fun.
That means if I've got a battle axe or an axe of any sort, my damage rating is increased by 2. If I lose a health block, I have an additional 3d6 on my damage rolls and my saves for 30 seconds. And then of course if someone tries to walk away from me, I have an opportunity attack.
Yeah,
And then, of
it go
course-
crazy.
Y'all already know about sheer. Y'all already know about flying too.
Mm-hmm.
I also just double checked, and I think I took Inquisitor when remaking the sheet after the Aether Eater, because I don't see it on my old one.
Gotcha. Then
It's still
But yeah,
been months,
yeah, it still has been months. I know that.
and I have not used it once.
Yeah, I know
I-
it has
By the
been
way-
there for a long time.
Truly forgot that I had it.
By the way, just a sort of mechanical question. Can witches mount support more than one person?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I believe
Okay.
it's just a weight restriction for it, or maybe.
Well,
even
the
not.
item itself has to be less than 100 pounds.
Oh, then yeah, no. Then it can support more than one person if you can balance on the mount.
Right. Just thinking ahead a little bit.
Yeah, like if you wanted to do something like, a a small little rug, technically
Yeah.
that could work. But I
Mhm.
mean, rug would be a little bit weird as an item. A very sturdy slab of metal
Yeah.
with handlebars and grips and shit like that. Maybe it's standing room only. It's like one of
Yeah.
those shitty Spirit Airlines like seats.
Or just like a couple snowboards bolted together so they have like the shoe locks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways, I have to go to bed. Thank you for the
Wait, Shannon.
question. What?
Before you go, can I show you guys what I've been working on for the past few weeks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm very
no.
excited.